Morning, everybody. We're back here. First stop. This is, I believe, the 6th check day, and we've got another beaver down here. Another small one. Another kit. This year's litter. I believe this is gonna make. We missed it. It looks like it come in from this direction, so we missed it here on this crossover. It didn't get in our trap at all. And then we got it as it went down the back side of this crossover. And guys, I see ripples coming out of the pipe, so we got 2 of them here. That's going to be number I believe 10 or 11 is what these are going to make. Go back and look at my notes to make sure. But we're going to leave this one here for right now. Get up here and get this one out. It's alive. I think this crossover we had to catch the very first morning in it, and then we hadn't had another catch since then. But if the water was any deeper right there, that trap would have that beaver drown for us this morning, but it never did get out here into this deeper water. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this back. We're gonna see if we might can keep picking these little guys up and really help the farmer out here in this ditch. All right, guys, got that culvert foothold put back on there, and right here we've got that remade. So if another one comes across there, we'll pick it up, and we can make us 2 more tally marks in our book for this ditch here. So get them up here to the truck and get moving along this morning. All right, guys, we made it over here to where this flooded timber. This flooded timber is what I call this, because when I first started coming over here trapping, you couldn't see nothing but water out there. The beavers had it plugged up so much. But looking down here, guys, my drowning rod, I'm not seeing my stick up at the front of it. This is making me think maybe I've got a catch. But as shallow as this is, I should be able to see the back of a beaver if we got a beaver down here. And I'm not seeing it, so I don't know if maybe I forgot to put my stick in here yesterday. Yeah, that's gonna be the case. I can still see the trap pan right here. So I just forgot to put me a stick up there yesterday. So we're gonna do that right now. We'll just place that stick like that right there. While we're here, I'll go ahead and check this 330 under here. I can see my stick, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's still set. We're gonna go ahead and walk down here while we're down here and put an eye on these 2 conibears. I can see the first one still set. The second one almost looks like maybe it's leaning out there. I can see the spring. Get over here, we can see if the spring's still compressed on it. And it is, guys, it's still set. So all right, guys, we're right here where we saw that coyote a few mornings ago. What I'm wanting to do, we got some big storms coming tomorrow, so I'm not sure how much rain's going to be involved with that. I actually may go look at that new location I've been wanting to set the last few days and hadn't got to. I may go look at it this morning. If the water's not just rolling down through there, I may go ahead and get a few sets put in it. But I don't want to get a whole lot set with that storm coming tomorrow. But what I am going to do, I'm starting to get some carcasses piled up from my skinning. So what I am going to do is take a few of these carcasses that I've got from skinning, and I'm going to make me a carcass pile. And again, right here's where we saw that coyote, so we know that coyote's working the area. So I'm just going to take a few of those carcasses, throw down here in the side of this ditch. I've got 4 intersecting roads that come together right here. So after the storm passes, after the animals find these carcasses, and it won't take them long, guys, they'll be on them tonight. But they're going to come in here and start knowing this food source is here. And then I can come in behind it after the storm comes through Tuesday. So middle end of the week, I can come in here and place some footholds in this intersection and hopefully pick up some coyotes and predators. And we'll probably, we'll probably do one more down here as well. And we're just halfway between that flooded timber and where I've been catching the muskrats and stuff at. So we're just trying to make us, on our route already, we're trying to make us a good spot to pick up some other fur while we're over here. So I'm gonna get that done, guys, and we'll get over there and get those sets checked where we've been getting the muskrats and picked the otter up yesterday. All right, guys, that didn't take long. Didn't take long at all. We got us a coyote pup there in that crossover. It's pretty obvious that something was crawling over that thing. So I can tell my snare's still set on the other side. All right, guys, so we got that coyote dispatched, and our trap is nothing but a mud ball. This whole area is nothing but a mud ball. So what I'm going to do right now is just take this trap back to the house, and we're not going to set this back right now, as muddy as it is. I've got some other things that's come up that I've got to do today. Our upper foothold on this dam still set, and the conibear both are still set. So no other water critters come through here last night. That mud's got that ring caked up. So we're going to use our J-hook tool here, and we're going to undo this J-hook, get this trap off here, get it put in the truck. Yeah, that'll work. We're gonna be back down here, guys, so we're just gonna cover that up right there so it's not shining. If anybody else comes down through here, they won't see it. And I'm gonna get down here, get the rest of these sets checked. I'm gonna change that mink set. I brought some muskrat scrapings, but otters like to eat muskrat as well, and there's a good possibility we'll catch an otter in that set. And if we catch an otter, I don't want that rigged stake the way I rigged the top of that stake, that anchor. So I brought some more anchors with me this morning, and we're gonna get down there and get that replaced and get it baited. Anyway, stick with me and we'll get all that done. All right, made it down here to the mink set, guys. This one's still set. This pocket's still set here that we made. What I'm gonna tell you, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in here and scrape that hole back just a little bit deeper. And I want to make it to where on the back side of that hole there's a shelf that isn't in the water. And what I can do is just take some of these. This is just some muskrat fat and the scrapings that I got off that last muskrat that I put up. Just a little bit of fur there from where I trimmed him up, and I'm just gonna reach in the back of that hole and I'm gonna put that on that shelf that I made back in there. Also, what I want to do, guys, I didn't have a stake with me the other day whenever I come in here and done this, and of course I love my fencing pliers. You know what, guys, that's actually pretty doggone solid. So I'm just gonna push that as far down in that mud as I can. I'm going to leave that there and just see how well my wiring job holds up. All right, guys. So now we got some bait back in that hole. Now it's just a matter of waiting and seeing if it happens or not. We're gonna head out of here, guys, and look at those traps as we go down through there. And if we got any more catches, I'll show you guys. If not, we'll get on over there and get another property checked. Looky right down there, guys. It's just a bridge on a highway. As I was coming out, I looked down across there and seen that beaver dam. Now this isn't a big property we want to get set, and I actually did know that there's a possibility there's beavers in this ditch. But looked down there and seen that dam. If I pull up just a little bit more, I can see another dam on farther down the ditch. So we're gonna go up here and see if we can figure out a way to, I believe there's gonna be a field road down here that I can drive and come back down the side of this ditch. So we're gonna go over and see if that's the case, and if so, we'll get down here and get these dams set. May end up having to park up here on the highway and walk down there to it, and if that's the case, that's okay, but I'd rather not. So I'm gonna see if I can get around there, guys, and I'll check back in with you in a minute. All right, so right there's the highway, guys, and as long as we don't get any more rain, I'm okay to drive down here on the edge of this field road. That other dam's gonna be on up there a little ways, but I'm gonna grab a couple of traps and go in here to this dam, see if we can get it set. And if we get more rain, I'll just have to park up there on the highway and walk a little bit. But anyway, I'll check back in with you when we get down here and see what we got. So guys, I got out here. This is that first dam. There's the bridge behind us where we were parked a while ago. And I believe when I was out doing my scouting videos, I possibly showed you guys the other side of this ditch. I trapped it last year before my surgery. I think I picked up one beaver out of here before I had to have my emergency surgery, and that shut everything down. I never did get back over here and trap this ditch. But I come by the other day, and I noticed that dam was still there, but I didn't have time to set it. And then yesterday when I come by, I noticed that dam has either washed out or somebody's got down there and cut a big part of that dam out. So it's gone. It's not there anymore. So this morning I wanted to look back up this way and see, and of course I could see this dam right here. And then on up there, there's another dam. But guys, this ditch is different than the other drainage ditches. This has a lot of water that moves through it, so that water really get up and push these dams out. It's mostly just leaves, as you can tell. A lot of leaves washing this ditch. But the bottom's completely gravel. Instead of mud and dirt, it's gravel and clay. So it changes things up for me a little bit. I walked down here, wanted to see if I could find the run. I'm not seeing a defined crossover here. I think probably what happens, that last big rain we got washed the big dam down, probably washed this one down. They're just now getting to this point to starting to repair it. And of course there's no mud to put on it because this is a rock bottom ditch. So they're just using sticks and debris and what they got to build this thing up, and it's not very sturdy. So a good rain will wash it out again. But I think they're not using this lower part right now. I think they're all going to be in the upper part because they're working to repair these dams. But I wanted to walk down here and just feel this run with my feet on the lower side. And it's not as deep as what it normally is when it's mud. It's pretty shallow. Actually, it's maybe not even 3 or 4 inches deeper than what both sides are. But instead of concentrating right here, I had to walk a pretty decent distance back in here from over where I parked. So instead of setting both these dams, I'm going to move on up and take a look at this upper dam, because that's going to be mainly where they're living. And I'm going to see if possibly there's a better place to set up there on that dam. But you guys stick with me and we'll get down there and take a look at it. All right, guys, we're walking down here. You can tell they've been working right here quite a bit. They've chewed this big tree down right here recently. And they've been working on it. And I can see the tree fell over. They've been coming up here, cutting it down into sections, taking it to their feed pile. So this area right here would be a great spot to put a set, because they're coming into it already working this tree over, getting this tree cleaned up to get it back for their winter storage. So pretty neat. But still yet, guys, I'm gonna walk on down to this other dam, take a better look at it. One issue with this ditch too, with it being that gravel bottom, and it's not big gravel, it's like a little pea gravel, is it's always changing. I was standing ankle deep back there and could walk all the way across the ditch below that dam, but I could have took 10 feet farther up there. I could have been over my head. So I got to be careful in these places like this because it's always changing. So guys, as I'm walking, I'm just looking for runs that they're using currently, or any activity. Actually, what I was seeing up here, guys, wasn't a dam. It was just that log washed up there with that debris. Right here, this right here, they're actually coming up here. You can see the claw marks in the mud. So it almost looks like one was up here last night. Or we could take one of these footholds, anchor to this tree, bed it right here at the bottom of that, and possibly just catch them coming up and using this run that they naturally use. We're just gonna look around some more, guys, and see if we can locate one spot that is better to place a trap than other spots. So really not seeing anything that just sticks out to me. There's definitely not going to be a whole lot of beaver in here, probably a pair. This rock bottom makes it hard to get an anchor too, guys. So unless you got a tree close by that you can anchor to, you're not going to drive a stake down. You could drive a stake down in it, but like I said, that loose gravel, it's not going to hold. So that's a good reason to use these extensions on your trap too. All right, guys, I didn't bring any caster back in here with me. Well, probably what I would do here, since I can't really identify any good natural areas that they're using anyway. Hey, this mud, there's no footprints in this little slide here. Let's go back up there to that tree that we found that was chewed on, take another look at it, where they're working right now. And we know they're working this too, not only because they're chewing, guys, but because that log, we had a good rain night before last. We had a really good rain, and it would have washed these logs on down there to that dam. So I know they've been in here chewing this tree up in the last couple of nights. So this is going to be the most identifiable spot on this ditch that they're coming to right now. So I'm gonna see if I can get down here somewhere. It looks like they're coming up right here, going right underneath that log. That'd be a good spot for a snare. I don't have a snare with me. So we're just gonna take a minute and look. There may be they're banked in right here underneath where we're standing. It almost looks like it goes up in there. I think I'm gonna wait, guys, until tomorrow, until I get my waders are dry, because all I've got is these hip boots on. So I'm gonna wait to set this until tomorrow. I can get my waders back on, actually get down in the water and feel those runs. I almost bet you this right here is gonna be where they're living. If it is, we can put a 330 there in that open and catch them when they come out. But I'm not gonna attempt it with these hip boots because I just don't trust this ditch. I've had dealings with it before. So anyway, I'll get back to the truck and we'll get over there and get that other couple of spots checked. All right, guys, just looking down there, my stick is gone this morning. There's a few bubbles on top of the water there where that drowning rod come down. So hopefully we got that other beaver in here this morning. And we'll get down here and get it checked real quick. All right, guys, this is going to be nature getting a laugh at us this morning. I can see my locking mechanism here, and my trap is still up here. It just fell off of that rock that we had it sitting on. But guys, while I'm down here, I meant to do this the very first day I set this trap, and I forgot. These Duke 850s, I'm liking them. This is my very first season to use any of them, and I'm liking them. But these things are a tank. I can't hardly set them by hand. They're extremely heavy. So I'm gonna take a set of these springs off of it real quick. I brought a screwdriver with me. Let me get a foothold somewhere. My foot's sliding farther out there in that deep part. But anyway, I'm gonna take a set of these springs off. Take this outside set, and all I'm gonna do is take this big screwdriver, guys, and I'm gonna get in here behind that and pry it. Yeah, sometimes easier said than done. Seems to be a lot of things when it comes to trapping. Anyway, guys, just work that screwdriver behind that spring here, that lever there on that spring. I'll get it here in a second. And we're just going to pry it off the side of that lever. There we go. And we can just take and pull that spring off of there, guys. We're going to flip the trap over. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Make sure you got that outside spring. Coming here underneath that spring, and I caught my finger on something there. It wasn't a spring that got me. I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm bleeding now. And that's something else, guys, if you're gonna trap, get used to, because you're gonna bleed. All right, guys, so we worked that screwdriver in there behind that thing. We're just gonna take and pry it off the side of that ear, just like that. And all it does is loosen the tension off that thing. Then we can just pull it down. Get our pan out of the way. We can just pull it down. Tension's off of it, and that spring's off, guys. So now I've got a 2-coil spring trap, a tank of a trap, and it's going to be easier for me to set, easier for me to mess with. Yeah, I guess when that screwdriver slipped, it just took a little piece of skin off there on my finger. Anyway, guys, we're going to get this set now. Oh yeah, a lot easier. And where I'm at, I don't need 4-coil. I believe the only time, and I don't know this for a fact because I don't trap where there's a whole lot of ice, but you guys up north, I would think the only reason to have a 4-coil trap is if you're having to push through frozen dirt or ice, and that just gives it the extra strength to trip and come up through that. Anyway, guys, so we got that trap reset. We're just going to pull it down to the knot latch. Hear it click. There we go. Now we're going to take and we're going to set that thing back up on that little ledge that we had it on. And it's not, again, this is an idea. I'm going to take that lever just a little bit on this far side. There's a little bit of mud back here, and kind of push that lever into the mud. That's going to help hold it there. And there we go, guys. I didn't bring any caster down here with me. Tomorrow I'll bring a little bit of caster down here with me. When I come, I'll freshen this caster mount that we made up and put some new caster on it and see if we can get that last beaver out of here. All right, guys, so one more location. Go check it. And I'm not going to make it over there to that new location even to look at it. Got to get back to the house this morning, but we'll catch you guys tomorrow if there's nothing over there. And again, guys, thanks for watching. And I really hope you guys will take the time to get out, and you don't have to set a big line like what I'm running. A lot of traps, a lot of different places. Just get out. If you've got a ditch close by, just go walk it one morning, see what you see, and then go pick you up a couple of traps. And you can do this after work or before work or on weekends. But if you got a place close by similar to these ditches that I've been trapping and you don't have any traps in them, you're missing out, guys. So just go take the next opportunity you got. And so go take the next opportunity you got and go walk the bottom of that ditch, the side of that ditch you got, and just see what you see. See if you can determine what kind of animals might be using it, where they're at. And I hope that these videos can encourage some of you guys to get out, get a few traps, and explore the nature areas that are around you. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time up here if we got a catch, or tomorrow's video. See ya.